hidden.
Hello and good evening for this April the 3rd, 2025. There is a new trailer out for Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and us here on Live Long and Podcast, we're going to react to it. We're going to talk about it. It's only a minute long. I have not watched it yet. I'm Dave Mader, and we're streaming here live on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch, and you might be listening to this on the audio version after the fact. I got a great panel. Got Jody, Pudding Man Simpson here.
I like to put in 4 fingers, boys.
Yes, we're just coming off a Next Generation review where Wesley Crusher was giving lots of pudding to a young woman.
He was giving a lot of pudding.
Yeah, that's how it goes. We have
I like
Heather
pudding.
We have Heather Narduzzi with us. Hey, Heather.
No, she's the Dauphin.
She's the Dauphin herself.
I'm the Dauphin. I will not be turning into my hairy munchkin persona.
Aw.
Oh, your persona.
That's only for off camera, fellas.
Woo!
And it's the world mind himself. It's Mr. Christopher.
I'm here to get strange in this new world and get excited.
Ooh.
I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Strange Same Worlds, but we'll see.
Now, Jody, you're always like, when are they going to a Strange New World? That was always your complaint on every episode.
Well, that show's called that.
If they went to a planet they'd already seen, you're like, this is BS. What are they doing?
Why are you here?
So, are we going to see more Canadian references in this trailer? That's mostly what I'm looking for. Because last year it was all about like that's Eden's there, that's a Leafs jersey, and then the episode they ended up actually going to Toronto. So, we're going to see all that play out. All right, let's get into it with no further ado. Is this the layout we want, or sometimes we do? No, this is good enough. All right, let's play it.
We want to give audiences a reflection of their own world through the lens of fantasy. You know, science fiction.
All of that with weekly space adventures?
Let's hit it.
Our reality has been changed.
I see it. I don't believe it.
Exciting, isn't it?
Good morning.
Good morning, bye.
Your host is dead, and one of you murdered him.
I got here just in time, Bill. We're going to wire the Enterprise.
Hello?
It's for you.
Port thruster standing by.
Do you realize how rare a show like this is?
Indeed.
We only have one shot.
That's all we need.
Hang on.
Summer.
You know, Mr. Scott, we make a pretty good team.
Wait, do you, Captain?
I loved it.
I have concerns.
Rumored end of July, beginning of August.
Mm.
And they shot this like well over a year ago, didn't they?
Give or take. Yeah, it was like last year. They shot the majority of it. Basically, once the writer's strike was done, they basically filmed it all within 4 months, and then they've edited it, and now they're filming the next season.
Yeah, like it's just I'm always amazed on how long it now takes to put something out, you know, considering we used to shoot movies and then they would be out in the same calendar year, but now it's like we have 10 episodes and it takes like 2 years of post-production. So
Yeah, well, there's so much work to be done in post-production. Like no effects are practical anymore, and it's all effects on this show, right?
What do you need all these effects for? Just give a guy a bowl with a pudding and he'll make something beautiful, won't he?
Just put a little Ewok suit on somebody and have them run around the ready room. It's fine.
If you needed to look all fancy and new, then I guess you gotta
Dog
wait.
in a wig.
Because they're
Tried
already
and
they're starting to shoot season 4, I believe, right now. So
Can they just do Star Trek episodes? Like, is it so hard to not do themed fucking episodes anymore?
I love them. Why don't you like them?
That's great, but that's not what it's supposed to be.
So
What is it?
Episodic.
what are you reacting to? What did you see in that trailer, Jody? That was it them playing?
Oh,
Clue?
the murder mystery party was one
That's
of
the
them.
one that Frakes directed.
Yeah.
Just because he directed it doesn't make it good.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Well, okay, why were they all in those like 60s-esque costumes here to start it off? Oh, sorry. Kirk's in his
And they're
big collar.
talking about like a show.
You know what?
It's
So
looks
we've
like-
already done this before. This was done through Voyager, through half of Voyager, where they decided to do the stupid, black and white crap.
So this is like the
with
Captain
thing.
Proton homage?
Yeah, this is essentially the same idea.
Okay. Well, maybe that's what it is. And we're intercutting with some other things here, but a lot of retro things. Now, this looks like the holodeck, right?
Love. That's the holodeck. This is the big
Okay.
goodbye. Look at the
So-
suit she's wearing. She's playing Dixon Hill.
But
so
they don't
why the
have a
hell do they have a
holodeck.
holodeck?
Yeah, because in the episode "The Big Goodbye," the whole thing was the holodeck's a brand new technology by the 24th century, and this is in the 23rd.
Right.
So it feels
This
a bit.
further proves that this show.
Oh, okay.
is
Hang on.
a reimagining-
Hang on. I just watched Enterprise, and in the 4th or 5th episode, they're introduced to holodeck technology.
You mean in the rowboat?
Yeah, the rowboat and the hands and the beads, and Trip gets pregnant that way.
True, but that was.
Well, the technology exists somewhere else, but
Yeah, it's not that other aliens can't invent it first. It's more that, but this looks
but
exactly
the
like
fact that we
Enterprise.
have the grid system that looks like the Enterprise D holodeck, that to me just kind of
It's a little on the nose, but
Yeah.
I guess we won't confuse what it is.
Well, you never know. Maybe that's not what it is, but sometimes they give you trailer shit and you have no idea what they're talking about. This is clearly mirror universe shit. Right
think?
here.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
apparently, there is theory that this is Tremlane, or whatever his
maybe.
name was,
Yeah.
and that this is gonna solidify the theory that Tremlane is actually a Q.
Tremaine is Q. Well, I mean, it's not canon, but it's in the books.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
there
think
have been
this
versions of
episode
it.
is gonna make
Sometimes
it canon.
Trelane is another Q, or sometimes he's the same Q that we know from Next Generation.
I just
so-
know if you keep playing this clip, he's gonna bring his hand up and do that.
Yeah, he does. We do see him snap his
Ah.
fingers. Yeah, that's
That's
a
a
good point.
good clue. I love
There's
that.
romance. Now we see here Nurse Chapel and Spock in bed, and
Mhm. Hot.
like, yeah, sure. They like.
Yeah,
they're a
except
good-looking
both
couple.
of them are
There's a
committing
wedding
adultery
ring.
right now, but that's okay.
Is there a
Are
wedding?
they?
Did they get married?
Did they?
Like,
Well, she's
will
got
we
a wedding
find
ring.
out?
the more they expand this relationship on Strange New Worlds, the more it's throwing everything in the original series on its
Mhm.
head for me, because it's like, okay, so these two were like a really strong couple, and eventually they will not be. We know that they will not have that relationship anymore at some point. So it's, I don't know, it's tough. She looks good though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she
They
always.
both look good. That is the beauty of this show. Everyone is
that Patton
so
Oswalt?
hot.
Was that
It
Patton
didn't look
Oswalt?
like him.
Go back.
I think it was.
This guy
That is
That's
Patton
Patton
Oswalt
Oswalt.
Yeah.
as a Vulcan.
as a
with
As a
Vulcan.
roses.
Vulcan. And look
Yeah.
at his outfit.
I don't know how many
Ooh.
times I can roll my eyes in a 1-minute trailer, but
If
I
you
managed
go
to pull it
back
off.
just before the Patton Oswalt scene, you see the bartender there. I
Oh,
think this is the first
that a Kelpian?
real life iteration
Kind of like it,
of
yeah.
those 3 armed aliens from the TOS.
Oh,
cartoon
yeah,
series.
I always forget
right.
the Afrosians, I think they're called, or something like
yeah.
that.
Not a Kelpian though.
Not a Kelpian. No, it's a
No.
different species, but very like they look a little similar.
They do,
Um,
yeah.
And then we see the Patton Oswald. Okay, and I do like I always like some fancy costumes and things like
I
that.
love it. I love
you know,
it.
it's the
So
60s.
The
fun.
problem is when you have 10 fucking episodes in a season, why are you wasting them on this shit? Like that's the
Yeah,
thing that
but,
always
I mean,
bothers me.
this
When
is-
you have
this harkens
26
back-
episodes, you can do that.
Yeah, but this harkens back to the TNG episodes of like Picard going to be Dick Tracy, like
Mhm.
But they had 26 episodes back then, and now they only have 10. So it's
The other thing is,
And you
for
have to
me,
wait 3 years for a season. Like
you
it's
can do all the serious, edgy, dark shit on Discovery and on Picard. This to me
Oh, the
harkens
two
back
shows
to
that
the
no longer
fun
exist.
and lighthearted Trek. Like
Yeah,
I love
yes.
this. I think it's so fun.
yeah, that's good. No, I think so too. And like
this is up there with the fucking singing episode. What a
is
waste
that
of time.
That's fun though.
And a touch of analog is the other note here. Oh yeah, so we see they're hot wiring the Enterprise at one point here with Carol Kane still is in the chief engineer's job.
communications
Love
is down.
it.
We've got to use old phones.
The old phones. This could be.
They
fun.
don't even have an android that they can pull the phone out of his belly to talk
Yeah.
on. Like this,
They're not
is
as
really-
advanced. This is clearly the
No.
23rd century.
I wonder if
Uh,
that phone will show up in the episode though.
It could be. They're all working with phones here. Some new hairstyles. Of course, Captain Pike is, of course, using his fabulous kitchen to its full powers to have some kind of Thanksgiving dinner. It
Love
seems. And then
That ship was cool.
what was that ship? It almost looked
I don't know.
Romulan to me.
Yeah, it's got Romulan vibes.
It's got a Romulan vibe almost.
I bet it's Nero.
With the big, you know what it reminds me of with the big things is the collector in
Yeah.
Insurrection, where they were
Yeah.
like going to the Baku planet and trying to collect all the space dust. I forget what the term was.
Space dust, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
We
space
see a
dust.
Klingon with a whip. So a
Mhm.
I'm
Klingon
for that.
whipping
That's
somebody.
fine.
And
That
then
at
this,
least looks like a Star Trek adventure.
this Klingon's having a rough day.
Is it a
Mhm.
Klingon?
I think so. I think the armor indicates Klingon to me. Yeah, that's Klingon armor.
And why is Uhura such a bitch now? Like,
You'd have to ask her.
like
Um,
she was like one of the nicest characters in the original series. Like, why would she be such a bitch in this show?
I think they're taking
I don't
some
know.
of Celia Rose Gooding's real personality and bringing that into the.
I don't
the
think I've
character.
ever found her to be a bitch per se.
Well, on the Star Trek cruise, they had a joint birthday party with Tawny Newsome and Celia Rose Gooding, and they called it the Bad Bitch Birthday Party. And so they, they're self-described at least.
Yeah, but that's Dave.
That's
You
not-
are
that's
so not down with the lingo of today.
He's got
I guess
bad,
I'm not.
Bad
He's got-
bitch doesn't mean a bitch. Bad bitch is a good thing.
he's got bad drip, man.
Oh,
his drip is bad.
Jody, no,
This
no,
is
no.
embarrassing.
This is very upsetting on the Live
That's-
Long and
that-
Podcast
That's,
channel here
that's
today
how I
on
talk to my
Beyonce's
kids
internet.
too. It's funny.
Oh, I bet they hate it.
See now this here, like that little
With the-
scene
with-
there,
with the
that looks
action?
good. Yeah,
The action, and then they got the Gorner back again.
I'm gonna enjoy a good solid 7 out of 10 episodes. I'm sure.
More Gorn. Yeah, the Gorn have all these little ships that they interact with.
Ooh.
It's not going.
And then we see
The
Scotty.
Gorn.
Scotty and Kirk are the final moments here. It's like they can't wait to get the original series crew on here.
I'm telling you, it's after Strange New Worlds. It's gonna be Star Trek TOS 2.0. It's gonna be
Phase 2, you mean?
yeah, TOS 2.
Of course, Kirk is always on the ship, even despite not being the captain of the ship yet. We got some comments here as well.
The looms.
The looms.
No, it's the Gorn.
It's the Gorn.
It's
It's the
Federation's-
Gorn.
Yeah. It's the Gorn.
Gorn, not the Loom.
All right.
What's the
Well,
going?
how excited are you guys on a scale of 1 to 10? Jody is mad that there's a themed episode. He's
They're
There's
all
at least
themed
2 themed
episodes.
episodes as far as I can
They're
tell.
all themed episodes. Every
Now,
episode has.
You
its
know
own
exactly
theme.
what I'm talking about.
I mean,
That's
there's
a
the romance
bullshit.
episode. There's a mystery episode. Apparently, there's gonna be like a horror episode. There's gonna be. Yeah,
Did you
every
know
episode.
that the show's called Strange New Worlds, though?
Yeah,
Did you know
but
that maybe they should go to Strange New Worlds?
They might.
They're
there's probably
going.
some new worlds in those strange
Maybe.
new worlds.
As I said, I'm sure I'm going to enjoy 6 or 7 of the 10 episodes.
Yeah, I think
The other
like,
ones will be themed episodes that are garbage. But
as
anyway.
the show's progressing and we're getting closer to the time of the original series, like I'm mostly like fixated on like how are they going to end up in the positions that they are? You know, like some of them are obvious, but like I think the
This is-
Chapel and
this
Spock
is the
of it
4th
all-
season, right?
Third.
Coming up, or is this
Third.
the third.
Third.
Oh, so they still got 2 more years to make at least 4 more themed episodes.
They,
then, so
they got
that's-
like more like 5 years. They can go about probably another 5 years before they have to catch up to original series. But
yeah, but they're only
There's
going to get
probably
5
only gonna have
seasons.
5 seasons. Yeah.
yeah, but it doesn't mean that they could be like a year or 2 between certain seasons. They can get
Sure.
they can speed that up
Absolutely.
as much as they want to. But yeah, they don't. They
So to
have
get back to your original answer, I'm a 6 out of 10 right now.
okay. And how about you, Heather?
I'm stoked. I think it looks wonderful. I really like Strange New Worlds because of the production value, the costuming, the lighthearted tone, but they still do a lot of things that I consider like the heart of Star Trek. I'm into it. I can't wait. I'm 10 out of 10 excited. Let's go. Woo!
All right. And same for you, Chris. You're 10 out of 10 excited.
I echo with Heather. 10 out of 10. It's gonna be a good time. Strange. There's not a time I haven't watched Strange New World and had a bad time. Like their best episode ever was the Lower Decks crossover episode.
That's
That was
for
so
you. That's
fun.
your favorite one. Okay.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah, it was okay. Like I always liked the show too, and like I was watching some of the like even first season episodes on the cruise because they had a whole channel dedicated to Discovery episodes. I'm like, man, this show's pretty good, you know, like in the more serious times and everything else. There are things that they mess with the canon that drive me nuts, but I try to overlook those things.
Well, if you want to see fucked up canon, just watch Strange New Worlds. They're already fucking it up hard.
Well, that's what I mean. That's the thing with the show is that sometimes like how they've changed some of these characters, you know, in particular Chapel.
Like, it's fine if they want to tell me like they're retelling everything and they're doing it differently, and I'm all for that. That's fine. But like
That's
these
exactly
are a
what
lot
they
of these are established characters. Like, why are you fucking with them?
Well,
Because they want to reestablish those characters with a modern audience, and it's really hard to establish those characters with the 60 patina that comes with watching TOS.
Yeah, we know
Right.
in history how many times that's worked out well.
that seems to be like I found like for a lot of the new generation, I think the original series is just too antiquated for them.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
agree,
can't watch it.
absolutely.
I've watched exactly one episode, and it was because we were doing something on the channel for it. So I watched the episode, and it was painful compared to
There's a lot of
today's
painful.
television. Like and it's not only the writing or the episode or whatever, it's like the pacing, the way it's shot. It's so different than the way that TV shows are made now. And also for me, for Strange New Worlds, because I didn't watch the original series, I'm not as married to these characters and the canon of these characters as you fellas would be.
Fair enough.
you
Fair
know?
enough. You know,
Yeah,
like
so-
and for like I don't know, I went through the whole thing. Me, Jody, my dad, and Adam, and a few others. We were on that original series podcast, and I came to respect the original series as something that I think should be part of the lore, part of the canon. Like, yeah, they're not all great, but I feel like
The
completely
original series definitely cemented a lot of things that all the other series have taken now.
true, right? And
But-
so to throw it all
so-
out feels wrong, you know.
Exactly.
I don't
You're
think
killing
they're
the
throwing it
legacy.
out. I don't believe it's a throwing out.
Nurse
I believe
Chapel
it's-
is a perfect example of how to fuck up a character that was established.
But
because
the
that
thing is,
character was
how much of a character was Nurse Chapel in the 60s?
Not much of a
other-
character,
He
but
wasn't much of
Exactly.
a character, but
so now
Right,
now
so if
I
they're
have
going to
this.
establish that character, they've got to give her
okay.
a
And now
little-
Spock is an adulterer, which I'm sure he wasn't before. But you know, okay, let's go with that too. You know, like you're killing characters that are well established as well.
I think you're
But
you're-
he's not an adulterer. He's on a break with T'Pring.
He was on a break.
He's
was on
still
a
on a
break.
break with T'Pring.
Okay.
Pringles.
Yeah,
She's
that-
Pringles.
You say that, but it's a thing.
To
Bring to
Pringles.
Pringles.
like that. The episode alone, amok time. You know, especially Chapel. Remember, she brings him soup in that episode. You know, and now it's gonna be like the whole thing feels so different now. That episode, but
There's
anyway.
Well, you know, she used to bring him soup, and now she brings him pudding. It's for modern audiences.
And that's how they updated it for the modern audience. Okay, well, tell us what you thought of the trailer, everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe and share in the comments. Check out all our great stuff. This weekend, we are talking to Steve Shives here on the channel for an interview on Saturday morning that will be live streaming. And we'll be starting our new series on Monday, which will be For All Mankind reviews, going through all those episodes, starting with episode 1, Red Moon. And our ongoing series on Thursdays, where we talk about Star Trek The Next Generation, which we were tonight with Wesley Crusher. We were talking about him and the pudding and the magnets and everything else. And next week, we got Contagion, where we're talking about that
Or
episode.
Data takes it to the forehead.
Yes, Data takes it to the forehead. And with all that said, thanks to the panel here tonight. Thanks for the back-to-back podcast, everybody. And we will see you next time here on Live Long and Podcast. See you next time.
Good night.
Hello, I'm Tim Russ. Live long and podcast.
Beam up some Star Trek content with Live Long and Podcast. Tune in to X-Rated, the X-Men animated review show. Artistic interviews with graphic histories. A roundtable movie discussion with Hey, did you see this one? And movie reviews with Hold Up, a movie podcast. And while you're at it, spin a few records with Eamon on Track. Watch us duke it out on trivial debates. And let's chat about TV with the Super Mater Brothers. It's all here on the United Federation of Podcasts.